Welcome to Module 3, Lesson 2, which outlines the food production record requirements when meals are contracted from an outside vendor rather than prepared on site. If you don't purchase meals from a vendor, you can skip this lesson. The information can be found in Chapter 2A of the CACFP Administrative Manual and Form CNP 121. The following information must be recorded on the food production record for contracted meals: center name, date, name of the food items served for each meal type in column 1, planned serving size for each item in column 2, quantity of each food item received in column 3, reference age group for the planned serving size, and actual number of meals served. These numbers must be broken down by age group: 1 to 2-year-olds, 3 to 5-year-olds, 6 to 12-year-olds, participating adults, and supervising adults and visitors, as applicable to your organization. When contracting for meals, a food service agreement or contract must be enacted. It must be completed, signed, and copies maintained by both parties. The Nonprofit Service Agreement, CNP 120, and For-Profit Food Service Contract, CNP 121, are available in download forms. These documents are included in the application packet for new centers if you informed the state agency you plan to purchase vended meals. An enacted copy of the agreement or contract must be uploaded to the Iowa CNP CACFP online application site checklist. Special instructions are included on Form CNP 121 for meals purchased from for-profit organizations. If the estimated value of the contract will be over $3,500 per year, at least 3 bids must be obtained. If the value of the contract will be over $150,000, a formal bidding process is required. Formal bidding options include invitation for bid or request for proposals. Price comparisons are not required when purchasing meals from a nonprofit vendor. To determine the estimated value of the contract, use the worksheet included with CNP 121. Multiply the projected number of meals to be purchased each day by the days of operation during the fiscal year by the per meal price for each meal type. Add together the annual costs for each meal to obtain the total value of the contract. The vendor must complete the food production record for contracted meals and provide you a copy when the food is delivered. The CACFP Center personnel should verify that the quantities of food they recorded were received. The vendor must also provide standardized recipes that include the yield, planned serving size, and component contribution for mixed dishes, providing more than one meal component such as soups, casseroles, and salads. The vendor must also provide child nutrition or CN labels or product formulation statements for processed combination foods, such as meat products that are not 100% meat, most lunch meat, fish sticks, chicken nuggets, and pizza. These documents need to be provided the first time a processed combination food is served and when products change. CACFP Center personnel are responsible for recording the actual number of meal participants served in the upper right-hand corner of the food production record. CACFP Center personnel are also responsible for ensuring that all CACFP requirements have been met. Sufficient detail must be written on both records to show that the required components and creditable foods were served. If the center provides required components, in addition to what was received from the vendor, this information must also be recorded on the contracted food production record. The center is not responsible for paying for meals that do not meet the terms of the contract. It is recommended, but not required, to include the following: additional information about the quality and/or quantity of foods received, amount of any leftovers, temperatures of the food upon delivery, time of delivery, and signatures of the vendor and CACFP responsible staff. With both on-site meal preparation and contracted meals, final menus and food production records must match and reflect actual meal service. This completes Lesson 2. Continue to Lesson 3 to learn how to use the food buying guide.